What's going on, Virgo? Virgo, I was a hot mess at first when I had to redo your intro. And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. It looks like I'm not going to do much better. Justin here, and I hope you're having an exceptional month so far. Yeah, that's where I messed up. I did made a very unattractive noise there, Virgo. Is my incense going? It's fine. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions and likes and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self is, just brace yourself, Virgos. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Virgo, because it is Celestial News Monthly. Oh, wait. I think I want to do that instead. It's fine, Virgo. But with this monthly spread, whenever the sun happens to enter a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with the energies. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, Virgo, let's jump into it. You know, Virgo, I'm going to pause for one second because I do. I just lit this incense and then it went out. Hold on. Alright, Virgo, we're back. And your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. And I even got this, finally got I got myself situated, Virgo. Just great energy all around here. Let me get on track here, Virgo. So, if you can see here, I have Zodiac cards with each of the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an oracle card from this deck for each one of them, and then we'll get some details with the Tarot and Virgo. They're both newer decks. I've been enjoying them so far, so hopefully you like them too. But before we jump into this reading, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situation, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I am using, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Virgo, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group, just great energies that they bring. I think you'd really enjoy them. But let's get into this energy that you got here, Virgo, because I was looking at this spread earlier, and you do have a lot energetically going on here. But you have the sun, because Sagittarius get ready to throw a big old party, they're having like a very modest party for their birthday season. But you have the sun that's entering Sagittarius, and then you got Mars that's entering Sag as well. Now, the sun is going to enter on November 22nd at about 9:02 a.m., and that's going to be Eastern time. And then we'll be there through the 21st of December. And with this energy, Virgo, you may feel more inclined to take risk and really embrace adventure. This is really great for like physical journeys and intellectual pursuits. So don't be afraid to just kind of journey out out of your comfort zone there, Virgo. Try something new, something different, something exciting. And maybe you're going to a new town, or maybe going to a restaurant you've never eaten at. Maybe there's a group that you've been meaning to hang out with and you're finally getting in touch with them. Who knows how this could look, Virgo, but a very exciting energy to broaden your mind and to just really delve into all the things that this life has to offer. And not even just like your physical journeys to like seeing the world, but even in your like I was saying, in your intellectual pursuits. Maybe you want to start taking up doing a little more reading, or maybe you want to learn a new language, or maybe take up a course of study, like join out, maybe even go back to college, then Virgo, go to college, whatever that's looking like for you. But any ways that you can expand your mind, because Sagittarius being Jupiter ruled, they're also about that higher learning as well. And this is very just inspirational and just ambitious energy there, Virgo. So I feel like coupled with yours, this can be a very wonderful, expansive time for you. But also you got Mars that's going to be entering a couple days later on the 24th of November. Then we'll be there through the 4th of January, 2024. And with this energy, Virgo, there's a desire to seek out new experience and challenges. So don't be afraid to push yourself. Take that chance, take the risk, and calculated risk, of course. But, I feel like just be mindful of that. And this is a very, brings about more just kind of optimism and positivity. So it's like you might, take this like upbeat energy. This like, Sagittarius gives me like like the carpe diem, just like kind of seize the day type of energy there, Virgo. But also too, there's a willingness to take risk out of your and step out of your comfort zones, just because Mars is our planet of action, and Mars does very well in fire signs, considering that he rules over Aries, and yeah, really try to just kind of push the envelope a little bit there, Virgo. I think it could be one of those things that could be very rewarding for you. A lot of the energy so far has been just kind of this new kind of this discovery of self has been really dope. But also too, Virgo, something to keep in mind of, that you may be more direct and more candid in your communication and actions. And Sagittarius can be known as a blunt sign, but it can work in your favor, because you're going to find it easier to speak your mind. But let's just be mindful of that, okay? Because not everyone is quite ready for the harshness that is the truth. Sometimes we may have to kind of take the long way around to getting there. It's not that, but they are a very honest sign, so just something to be mindful of, that bluntness. But also, Virgo, this might be a little bit of a tricky one for you, because depending on where your Virgo placements are at, this is forming a square with your sign. And squares can bring about delays, it can bring about challenges, really just kind of it really can be kind of difficult energy at the time, but it's not meant to keep you down. It's just meant to push you, Virgo, to tap into those resources and to just show that you can change under, because you might feel a little bit of pressure too when it comes to square energy. It's very, very fascinating. But and two, just because with the sun it's more of a neutral energy, but with Mars that's more of a malefic planet, so that'll be a little tougher there. It might be a challenge to push that, break that routine and things, but just something to pay attention to there, Virgo. Well, let's go ahead and get into your first card here. Oh, look at this. I'm with that. So, Virgo, you have the Starry Tapestry of Destiny. Ain't that a title? And this card says each star represents a choice, a moment, a possibility. Connect the dots to find your path. Oh, and I like that, Virgo. I feel that this is an energy of just seeing all the decisions that you've made thus far and seeing how things have come to fruition, because all of these, I feel like it's almost like weaving all of this stuff here. I feel like maybe I almost feel that it's like maybe there's this energy of like getting a little more creative with how we're going about making our decisions going forward. Really reflecting on the path, or on the past situations that have already transpired, and see, did we make the most advantage, or take the most advantage of a situation? And I don't mean in a sense of like we're beating ourselves up, regretting or anything along those lines. It's just like, what could I have done differently, or what would I do, what will I do differently now than I did then, in order to complete this whole constellation that is you, Virgo. And I feel even with that connect the dots, there could even be, if there's been this sort of like question of even maybe our life's journey, or something. I feel there's something really deeper here. Like we're even like kind of connecting the dots as to maybe like overcoming some challenges in a sense, like you've been had this sense of like writer's block, or that this been feeling you've been sort of at this going against a wall here, and now we're starting to piece things together as well there, Virgo. I feel like real progress energy is what this card is kind of giving me. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Alright, Virgo, let's see what's going on here. Interesting, Virgo. Oh, we got one of your cards. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and then the Three of Swords here, Virgo. And I do feel with this energy, where do we want to start? With the Five of Wands here. This is a card of, brainstorming, but it's how we process, I feel, energies under conflict, under tension, and when we're feeling challenged, and how we rise to the occasion. And I feel that there is this energy of, maybe for some, it's like it's like as we're kind of piecing together some things, I feel that there's this energy of, again, I'm getting almost like a past, like failures maybe for some, or regrets, or feeling there's this hurt energy that's coming through here with the Three of Swords, something where we could have maybe been like kind of pushed better, maybe fought for some things that we loved, or maybe made more moments for a situation, or I don't know, there's this, it's this really kind of thing of, I feel like this is again a great energy for you to kind of hermit in the sense and see how your choices have led you up to where you picture your legacy looking like, what you wanted to build up, and have we been, has this, again, this like this constellation been coming together, or it's it's almost like, or it's like, let me get a little bit more on this Knight of Cups here, Virgo, before I move on with that. Because I even feel for some, it's like something may not have come out our way, or may not work out quite as we plan, but I don't feel like it's necessarily meant to be just like a setback per se, like a meant to just be looked at as just a setback. Thank you. It's meant to be this energy of something to learn from, and kind of seeing things from a different perspective there, and exactly how we grow from it. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Wands and then the Judgment card here, and I do even feel, Virgo, that there is this energy of taking maybe even some of, like, I feel like your past failures even. And it's just like, how can we grow from that, and how do we make it not so much of a burden, and make it so not that it's so heavy? Because I do feel that there is something that may challenge you, and you might feel some old things may pop up for you, these doubts, this just like but you've already shed that skin, you're in a new type of light there. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Virgo. I think I'm gonna move out of that, but make the most of these opportunities. I feel too. It's like what's happening here. So yeah, don't try not to let a fear or something keep you from going on to like the next chapter. But all right, Virgo. Let's move on then. Let's talk about your ruler. Because you got Capricorn energy, and your ruler's getting ready to enter Capricorn, and then Pluto's got a little bit longer that he's in Capricorn. But your ruler is going to, because now we're going to get into retrograde, the last retrograde of the year with Mercury, and let's talk about Capricorn, just Mercury, just direct first, because Mercury's going to enter Capricorn on the 1st of December. And with this brings a height. I like when Mercury's in Capricorn. I feel this is a very hard working place for Mercury, and really for our minds to be. So you Virgo, your ruler, with him going into Mercury, you're going to take on this Capricorn flavor. So this is going to bring a heightened ability to think strategically and to plan for the future, because talk about Ten of Pentacles, Capricorn is very much about their Ten of Pentacles, and they're doing what it takes in order to accomplish that, because they're the achievers of the zodiac. And two, this encourages responsible decision making and a focus on potential outcomes. And I feel, coupled with your energy, Virgo, because I always kind of feel that you and Capricorn operate in a similar type of way as far as when it comes to getting stuff done. It just feels like that Virgo energy, just being the mutable earth sign, is just a little bit faster at it. And it's being Mercury ruled as well. Just has that little bit faster that it's going with there, but still working towards that same grand goal, in a sense. So I feel this is a very strong energy for you to be in, Virgo. and to really let your potential shine. But this also is great for, or like goals and achievements may become more kind of central themes there. So really utilize that energy to your advantage there, Virgo, because I really feel like you can get a lot of stuff done and change in a way and really start to make the most out of opportunities and things that do come your way. Now with retrogrades. Retrogrades are not something meant to be feared. It's when the energies are slowing down and gets us in a reflective type of state there. And Mercury retrogrades, on just a general type of sense, yes, they can bring about where you're kind of maybe tripping over your words, your mouth might get ahead of your head, and I feel like that's something I've been telling the other signs to be, especially kind of mindful of there, considering this is happening while in Sagittarius season, so that's just something to kind of keep eyes on there. But now, also, you may, with just Mercury retrogrades, technology may be a little wonky, So if you've been expecting any sort of messages, emails, anything like that, just kind of double, triple check folders, make sure things that are getting sent out, and just things that are operating well there, Virgo. And then now more specifically with Mercury being in Capricorn, or retrograding in Capricorn, that's going to happen on the 13th of December. And with this is going to be a great time to reevaluate our long term plans, our career objectives, and personal aspirations. Really kind of sitting, where do you want to change? How are your decisions that you're forming the star cluster that you want to there, Virgo? I love what an astronomer you are. But this also too is a great energy because Capricorn is like they're the hardest working sign of the zodiac. This is making sure to find balance between our professional responsibilities and our personal lives, Virgo. Make sure we're working smart and playing smart. So yeah, there's something to think about there. And then also there may be an increased sense of duty and focus on fulfilling obligations. So really kind of setting intentions and following through with that. Because Capricorn, they're gonna, again, when they set their mind on something, they're starting it up. So, and they're gonna see it through to the long term. They're very patient sign, very strategic. So this, again, very, very fantastic energy for you, Virgo. And the plus with this too is that depending on where your Virgo placements are at, this is forming a trine with your sign. And trines are very fast moving energies. They create luck, opportunities, it's collaborative energy. So and I feel like forming a trine with the achievement sign, that's what's up. And the fact that it's your ruler. Now your ruler's doing about a neutral energy. So it's like, what we do with this, you can be really productive with this, Virgo. But let's get an oracle on this. Oh, interesting. This one's been going on quite a bit. So you have the Bridges of Transition. Bridges? Yes, Bridges of Transition card here, Virgo. And this card says embrace changes, build connections, and traverse life's phase with grace. And that's what I feel like is going on with this Judgment card here. I feel like that change that may be happening here, Virgo, it may feel, again, a little heavy at first, as with any sort of change, and it may may bring up emotions and things, but I feel it's one that, if we learn to embrace the changes that are coming, because we're getting ready to get into some really curious energy, I feel like, especially once Pluto makes his move and really settles into Aquarius next year. But especially when your ruler goes retrograde, take some time and just reflect on the changes that are happening. Build connections with others and your higher selves. And I feel like that can really help you tackle any sort of conflict that may come your way, any sort of challenging energies there. And just pay attention to how things have come to fruition so far, and do we need to put more of our energies and nurture that thing, or is it something that we need to maybe put on the back burner there? Even I'm just kind of feeling that Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups there. But let's get some more tarot on this, Virgo, and see what's going on. Okay. The So that's dope. Oh, interesting. Alright, Virgo. Let's see what's going on here. Because I got, oh, interesting, Virgo. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So, you have the Empress. What's up, girl? The Hanged Man, the Tower, the Four of Cups, and then you have the Lovers here. And now, this, speaking of choices and things and changes, the Lovers. So when I do a pre-shuffle before before while I'm getting the decks together on top of the shuffling that I do, and the Lovers was one of the cards that popped up for you during that pre-shuffle there, Virgo, and so even with how you that connect the dots to find your path, I feel like there is this making sure to connect your dots to higher source to help you see things from a different perspective, to understand the abundance that all these changes are bringing you, Virgo. And because the thing with this in this deck, since you got one of the cards, the thing in this deck is that there are two of cups and there are two empresses, which I'm just like, I just love that. But you have they are very different in the energies that they bring, and this is the older empress and the more experienced empress. And I feel that there is through kind of, I feel like there's like finding, almost like looking for a theme maybe in like the choices that we've made, Virgo, are making thus far, because I feel that maybe something that is getting, not maybe even necessarily in the way for some, but possibly where we may not be making the most of, or not really feeling or seeing or under like, and it's like this, it's more this intuitive understanding as far as like why things are transitioning the way they are. And there, it's like for some we're gonna discover this is because that's what I've been feeling, to like a discovery type of energy that's coming to your forefront there, Virgo. But I do feel that it's like this Empress is building on a newer foundation that the Tower destroys, so that destroys all the parts that aren't working, so that she can build a newer sense of you. With how we're evolving with this Judgment card here, and I really am feeling too. There's this epiphany energy as well that's going on here between the Hanged Man here and the Lovers, and it's just like that's like these realizations are just like higher self kind of throwing you downloads there, Virgo, and really helping you, and just making sure that you're feeling divinely guided and understanding that there you do have this sort of universal support at your disposal. But let me get, before we move on, let me get a little bit more on the Empress. Interesting. Alright, so this is another card that actually came up there, Virgo. And Scorpio here, which we're going to talk about, and that's interesting. That's so interesting, Virgo. That is what's clarifying Venus, Scorpio, because Venus is getting ready to move into Scorpio. So that's, but the Empress is clarified by the Death card here, and that's fascinating. Because I do feel that, like, because the Death card deals with change, and the Judgment card, the Judgment rules over, and Mars. So both the Scorpio's rulers are here. And I do feel like there is this energy of seeing how especially if we haven't been feeling like we've been in this 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 heightens this making the most of the opportunities and the abundance that are around us, because the Empress doesn't just sit and wait for things to come to her. She creates this change, and that's why I feel like for some it's like maybe we've been just kind of waiting for change to just kind of happen, and there's a need to make change just happen, to, not wait for it to happen, but to be the change, to make it be thus. You have to cross this bridge, or it's going to just kind of feel this tension of tower moments in a sense, and this just like this nagging feeling that there's something that's not quite in alignment here. So, but that's very interesting, Virgo. So I think I'm going to move on from that, and we're going to okay, so I just had a thought there, but let's talk about Venus in Virgo in Scorpio, because Venus is going to be entering Scorpio on the 4th of December and will be there through the 29th of December. And with this energy, Virgo, this really encourages us to explore deeper layers of our emotions and desires. In considering that this is that you got all this energy that came with that, I do feel, because especially when I'm thinking like Death card, Judgment, Tower, that's some really big changes that are coming on the horizon, and that's not to get you scared, but it is. I feel like this is a time for you to really connect with what you want to manifest, because and you're gonna, but I do feel too that there is this energy of needing to be resilient with all of this. But sorry, we're going back and forth. But also, Virgo, this relationships go through significant changes as well, and not just in like your love. This could be maybe for like our business partnerships, our partnerships at our job, with our friends, with our family. All this energy that you have is this. We're seeing things in a different type of light there. So also, you may feel inclined to explore areas of love and intimacy in a more deeper and open type of way. This is a very vulnerable placement for the Empress to be. She's very honest and very, we're digging past the surface, because Scorpio is not about superficial anything. Scorpio brings depth, wherever they're involved in. And so now this is, it's taking the lighthearted energy of one of the signs that Venus rules, Libra, and it's just taking it to that next level. But also too, this is a tougher placement for the Empress to operate in, because she's technically in detriment in Scorpio. So yeah, very very curious combination here that goes on with Venus and Scorpio, but a big energy of trust that comes in with that as well. And depending on where your Virgo placements are at, this is going to be forming a sextile with your sign. And sextiles, just like trines, there are very fortunate energy, but it's passive energies when we have to take advantage of. We have to, how we were talking about, crossing that bridge and making the most of this stuff here. But so very nice little blend of energy. A little tougher one there, but you do got something to kind of to balance that out. But let's go ahead and get an oracle on this, Virgo, see what's going on with that. Thank you. Oh, interesting. All right, Virgo. So you have the Galaxy of Possibilities card. And this card says your potential is as vast as the cosmos. Reach for the stars and explore the universe of opportunities within you. And this is very interesting, Virgo. I feel for some that just with that 10 of Wands energy here, and just it feels you got a lot of like cosmic energy that's coming through. I feel that you are, and we're gonna move that around. We're gonna talk about this energy next. We're gonna talk about Pisces next, because I do feel that there is this. It's like the universe is really trying to send you signs to manifest again, the Empress is not just she's not waiting around for the Emperor to take care of her. She creates her own abundance. She's a culmination of all the queens, and she does. I just feel that there's, for some, there's this need that we're going to take on more responsibility because we're thinking about this long term type of energy with we're talking like, because I was almost thinking about moving it back around, but it's you really are kind of getting into that sort of like Jupiter energy and Uranus and Taurus energy, where it's like we're thinking about our Ten of Pentacles, thinking about where areas are in our lives are providing us this unnecessary pressure, how we can relieve some of that pressure and then make space, Tower, to Empress, to work in more things that we want to do, and really start achieving a lot here. You're all this is again this little column of change here. This is you coming into. Let me get some, because I'm getting like star card energy, like sun energy. Let's yeah, okay, yeah, that's let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Oh, I love when Spirit does that. That's fantastic. Oh, and look at that. Gemini got this too, and how fascinating. So you have, here's hubby, the Emperor. I guess he must have heard me talking all that smack. Like the Emperors don't need him. So you got the Emperor, the Star, the King, the Strength card, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and then the Five of Cups here, Virgo. A lot of energy coming through here. But I do feel like it's one where it's like a confidence is needing to be at here. Tower, or excuse me, the Emperor and the Strength card here. This is you really coming into your potential, the Star card. And when we were talking about those choices with the Three of Swords earlier, because you got some Five of Cups energy here, something that we may have felt disappointed as far as like maybe an opportunity we didn't seize, but it may have been something where you just weren't quite ready for that energy, Virgo. There's some other things that needed to be worked on, and the Star card can be a card of healing from a past situation where we may have felt burnt out, but I feel like it's Eight of Wands. It's letting this energy go. King of Wands, pursuing your passion with just going with that fire, and yeah, just coming into your light here, really kind of taking charge with the Emperor. I dig that, and I love that you got Aries ruler too. With the Tower here. Um, but again, Virgo, I do feel that with potential, if you don't do anything with it, then that's all it's going to be. And that's interesting that it would come in that sextile energy, because that's all that is potential. So you can have all these possibilities, but I do feel there's something that we do need to let go of, something that maybe like something that's holding us back, or maybe even a someone that might be holding us back, possibly. We may not, for the Emperor's not bringing strength, or even if the Empress is not bringing strength, then what are we going to do? Like it's something that we may need to work on there. But considering that you got, it's just something to think about there, Virgo. And I feel like not even just you do have the Lovers and the Knight of Cups, both very romantic cards there with the Empress being here. But I feel like it doesn't just have to be in a romantic context. This could be with our friends, our family, any sort of groups that are just lowering our vibrations, Virgo. So just pay attention to that. Now let's talk about Pisces. Let's actually, I gotta light my candle here. And I'm just all kinds of all this fire energy for you, Virgo. But then let's talk about Pisces, because you have Saturn, that's in Pisces, and then Neptune's getting ready to go direct here. So let me grab some tea. But Saturn is going to be in Pisces until 2025. We're going to be talking about this energy for a little while there, Virgo. But with Saturn being in Pisces, this is a great energy for us to take all these dreams that we have, this, those things, those desires, those wishes, and manifest them. Really get disciplined and get down to business, because again, you are really, really great manifestors, Virgo. But I feel like once you really get your heart to it, and that head and heart connection, there's nothing that you can't do, and you do it with efficiency. And I feel that's what Saturn is asking us to do, really. Now we've had a chance to reflect on what it is that we want. Now it's time to go out there and get it. And also, too, Virgo, something to be mindful of is that sometimes with Pisces energy, there's troubles with boundaries, because you have the Hanged Man here. They're Neptune ruled, along with Jupiter. But Neptune has that really loving compassion for all. And, Pisces inherits that. So you want to be mindful of just like emotional boundaries as well. And I do, but overall, this is a very psychic placement for Saturn to be in, and you can take. So they rule over Capricorn, and alongside with the star card Aquarius, but Capricorn has that they're the sea goat. They have that goat that is fishing at what it's doing, but now it's got a different set of legs. But those that fin is able you to tap into those intuitive waters, and that's where I feel like it's taking that tail and that go. It's like Capricorn's really operating at an efficient type of energy. I hope that kind of makes sense. We'll get a little abstract there, Virgo. And then Neptune. Neptune was going to go direct. I want to say it's on the 6th of January, or not January, of December, and will be in Pisces till 2025. So, but this is a great energy for creative expression. So taking a little time for yourself, maybe doing a little doodling, or taking maybe humming a little something. I used to go around, and I still do this. If I get a little ditty in my head, I'll record, like just hit the voice memos, just like record it real quick, and say, I'll probably do something with that a little bit later. You never know what that kind of stuff can turn into, Virgo. But maybe doing a little drawing, whatever that's looking like, a little crafting, but just making more time for expression, because Neptune is again one of Pisces ruling signs, and with her being at home for a little while longer, she is in a just very natural creative type of space there. She can really pull from source. So take advantage of this. And speaking of that, this is really an excellent time for practices like meditation, or even dream analysis. So pay attention to that, Virgo. And if you have any sort of, like, if you're an active dreamer or anything like that, or because here's the thing, we learn a lot from our opposite signs, and your opposite is Pisces, where they're here to take all that natural, psychic, spiritual energy. They're meant to do like the day, how do they incorporate that into their day-to-day routine. And with you, it's not being so, because you can work so well in this realm, it's not forgetting to connect to source, and that you are more than just this vessel, Virgo. So that's something to even think about. And depending on where your placements are at, this is forming in opposition with your sign. And now you'll need your time of birth for where Neptune's at, if that's forming an aspect, or if that aspect's already passed. But Saturn is freshly direct. He's back at, like, he's moving along now. He'll still probably be at the 0 degree when this is coming out, Virgo. But he's still very early on in Pisces at the beginning. So you'll be feeling this energy of polarity. And Saturn is a malefic planet, so that just kind of adds on to that tension there. But yes, it may bring about that dissonance, that change, but it's changing you for the better. It's getting ready for you to. You may have to make some difficult decisions, just because oppositions can be either like situations or relationships that make you make a choice. It's like someone's ringing your doorbell at your front door, and then knocking on your back door, and it's just like, you need to be in two places at once and tap into two different energies, but it's just like how are we bringing those two together? So it can be tough, but you find a way to bring those energies into balance. It can be very rewarding, Virgo. One of my strongest aspects is an opposition. It's tricky energy, but it's all good. Neptune's actually in the middle, but let's get an oracle card here, Virgo. See what's going on with that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like this. The lunar shenanigans. So you have the lunar embrace card here, Virgo. And this is, with this card, like the moon's phases, life has its cycles. Embrace every phase, for each brings its own magic. And so, and look at all this, you got a lot of embracing energy with this bridge of transitions, this lunar embrace. Is you have a, because literally you're forming with where all the planets are getting ready to be at, Virgo. You are forming aspects, your placements are forming aspects in some way, shape, or form. So you do have a lot of stuff that you're working with, and that can be overwhelming sometimes with all this energy coming through. And it's just like, what do you do with all this? Is a very busy one for, the water signs and the earth signs, but more so for you, probably you, Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You and Pisces, yeah, are kind of going through it quite a bit. I think, yeah, Pisces is forming an aspect with every one of these signs too. So yeah, you and Pisces in particular are going through a certain phase, but there is this opportunity for magic because you are getting ready to. This is growth that's happening, and it's connecting. It's not crumbling underneath the pressure of that. Is facing those challenges head on. And that's interesting too, because I want to say that, yeah, we're going to be in a full moon in Gemini for this go round, and so that might even, because that's going to be forming too. That's going to be forming a square, that just that full moon energy when it hit its peak will be formed. Well, potentially. So I feel like for some, if you do, I have an app down in the description box too, for free, some free apps that you can utilize there, Virgo. But pay attention to the lunar cycles. When this is coming out, I want to say the moon is in Sagittarius right now. So that's forming a difficult one for you, but we're just at the beginning of the phases. So I feel like getting even syncing up with the lunar cycles might be an important thing for you, just kind of going forward. Pay attention to how these energies can affect you. But yeah, let me get some tarot on this and see what's going on with that. Let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Alright, so you have the Page of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords here. And, with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel the more that you get into this practice of syncing up with your spirit guides, however that's looking, higher self, the angels, your deities, source, God. I feel like in getting out of your head, I feel with the Eight of Swords here, then that's going to really, I feel like, get you in an inspired type of energy. It's going to bring a lot of things to clarity, make a lot of things more clear as far as where this journey is trying to lead you. And I feel that it's not letting whatever these changes look like, or maybe whatever challenges that come your way, is not letting them keep you where you feel like you're stuck, but seeing them for the as the tools of growth as they are. And I feel that that's really going to, because the Two of Pentacles, this is Jupiter in Capricorn, and it's like you're gonna, it's like it's a working for your fortune, but it's you manifesting your abundance, your Empress energy there. And I feel even with the Page of Wands too, it's this energy of not being afraid to like be a beginner, or not to even know like what you're doing, for whatever that may be, Virgo. Maybe you're getting ready to start a new position, going from a Page of Wands to a King of Wands, is because I see that connection I'm really feeling there. But it's one of those things I feel that as you're going through these changes, you're just going to get wiser at it. And I even feel like this eagle here is like her spirit guide. It's paying attention to that. That'll bring these choices, and just start marking, I feel like, your progress here, maybe over these next few lunar cycles. Let that become like a part of your routine, or yeah, something to something to think about there, Virgo. But let's see, I'm gonna put this, let's put you here. Alright, Virgo, then let's get to this last energy here. Let's talk about Taurus. Because with Taurus, you got Big Papa Jupiter that's retrograde, and Uranus that's retrograde still there. And Jupiter is going to be retrograde until the 30th of December. And with this energy, this is great for reevaluating your approach to wealth, to your investments, to your material comfort, just checking your foundation, checking you're doing that tower energy, because tower energies are a sense that epiphany, that shock to the crown chakra, that something's needing to change, that something's not, it's time to evolve, because you got a lot of cards of evolution there. But yeah, any areas that you feel that the foundation is precarious, Virgo, that gives you this opportunity to fix that and get it more stable, and to think about, again, Ten of Pentacles, how do we stretch the abundant energy for Jupiter over the long term. We're not looking for quick fixes in this energy. And this could be even a great energy for seeking out some, like an expert in this field, finding an emperor, an empress, a King of Wands to help guide you through whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish there, Virgo. And then Uranus. Uranus is going to be retrograde until the 27th of January 2024. And Uranus brings about changes as well. These are sort of just like kind of radical sort of stuff, that things that may be kind of hindering your freedom. It's very humanitarian like energy, but you'll notice that there's been changes in our currency, changes in how we invest, and our economic structures, and even thinking for innovative ways to do all of those things, with all how things are evolving. How are you adapting to this energy? Because that's your theme there, Virgo, is evolution and possibilities. And you may even notice too that there is a heightened awareness for even environmental issues, because Taurus does deal with nature as well. So you might be thinking about reducing your carbon footprint, or maybe doing even like volunteering for like some sort of community cleanup, whatever that may look like for you there, Virgo. And just like with Capricorn, depending on where your placements are at, and you'll need your time of birth for both, because Jupiter's about at, I want to say when I last checked, was at the 9th degree of Taurus, and Uranus is at like the 21st degree. But yeah, that's forming, can be forming a trine with your energy there, Virgo. So definitely, just like with Capricorn, so very fast moving energy that's coming on. So you got a lot of, you're forming an aspect in some way, shape, or form with your signs potentially. So yeah, very, very busy time for you. But let's get your last oracle card here. you. All right, let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Oh, interesting. All right, Virgo. So you have the Mist of Mysteries card here, and with more embracing. So this card is embrace the enigma. Embrace the enigmatic. Oof, try saying that 10 times fast. In the haze lies the allure of the undiscovered. And I feel that with this energy there, Virgo, that this is going into back into like what Sagittarius season is all about, journeying into the unknown. And I was getting and of course, why wouldn't I be while I'm talking about it? How you got the lunar phases or the lunar embrace with Pisces. I was feeling the moon energy earlier when I was talking about that. You know, journeying into the unknown, and I just want to mention that, but that's fascinating too, even when you just think about that, how the lunar embrace did pop up on Pisces energy. And so there's something here that may not make it's something that I feel like, don't be afraid to be curious, and to, because I tell Gemini that often too, is that curiosity that keeps you young there, Virgo. And yeah, don't be afraid to journey into uncharted waters, and seeing where the universe wants to take you. Let me get your last tarot cards on this, and let's see what's going on there, Virgo. That's really cool. All right, Virgo. Last little bit here. So you have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups here. And let's switch back over here, Virgo, because I feel that there's this energy of expansion that is happening with the Three of Wands here. This energy of, I love this figure. He's standing on this boat here, getting ready to go on who knows, to new horizons, to wherever this, because wherever it is, I feel like your intuition is leading you. Because with the Ace of Cups, usually there are these five streams that are streaming out, or five, like, yeah, streams that are coming out of this cup, and then there's this dove that's diving, and that's your sixth sense. And you know, those five streams represent your five senses, and like they were talking about this with Taurus, but it represents your five senses. Well, it represents your six senses, but I feel like it's stimulating those senses in new ways with new ideas. Get your mind, get very curious energy. I love this. The Page of Swords always reminds me of, gives me Gemini vibes all day, as far as just like thinking about something new. You know, that because you gotta. I feel like the Seven of Wands, you're just in a lot of energy, and a lot of things are trying to come your way, and I do feel like too, though, with the Six of Pentacles, be mindful of what you are giving your energies to, because with all that energy coming at you, you do want to make sure that you're protecting that. Seeing who's trying to raise your vibration, lower your vibration, who, what, you know, just all of that there, Virgo. But I do feel that this is one where the possibilities really are just sort of this very much is kind of like the world is your oyster, but it's just, we're gonna need to go out there and get it, and seize this change that's coming through here, because it looks like it's coming regardless, Virgo, but it's just not being afraid of it again. But like, you've got three cards of embrace, so I'm with that, Virgo. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So, whew. Thanks for that energy, Virgo. But if anything, if you like that, anything resonates with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Virgo, because, you know, change is the constant in this realm, but you got it in a very strong way. And I feel like, so if you notice that some Virgos maybe are feeling a little antsy, or just maybe feeling a little like they need some guidance, or kind of just trying to find themselves, yeah, share this, Virgo. And then go ahead and hit that bell button. You what do I want to call you? You Emperor. I was like, no, I'm gonna call you the Tower because you're changing. Yeah, that bell button, you Tower. Like, subscribe. Well, you're whatever, Virgo. Do all the YouTube things. I could have did that a lot better. And then last little bit here, Virgo. If you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, you can have Venus, not Mercury. Come on over to my other channel, The Chariot, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that has lunar embrace. You can be embraced by the moon there, Virgo. I love it. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Virgo. Absolutely. She got the Six of Swords here. Transitioning on to new horizons, to a galaxy of possibilities. Who knows what this is looking like, Virgo? But I mean, you know, you just gotta. And if you don't, again, looking within, what is holding you back? And I feel too, the Six of Swords is not carrying those swords with you on your new, wherever this new travel is. You got the Eight of Cups. I want to say yeah, I thought you had the Eight of Cups. Maybe I'm making that up. No, there it is. But should trust my intuition there. But yeah, what do we need to let go in order to move on to whatever new opportunity is coming your way, Virgo? Because I do, if a change is on the horizon, so you want to be open for that. But let me get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Oh, that's cool, Virgo. Thank you. I like that. So you got the play card here. And I feel with this, Virgo, with all this change that could come through, sometimes we can forget to have fun and do some fun things for ourselves, and, you know, not get so... Because you can even embrace life mysteries through a little play. You know, go somewhere that you've never been before, hang out with some people, maybe it's a new group of people you've not been, being a little social. And but I even feel this play too is, you know, don't be afraid to use your imagination there, Virgo. I mean, this house has legs. So I feel like being able to play around with where you want your journey to go. Again, tap into that inner child and really feel where where this journey is trying to lead you. So I like that, Virgo. I think I'm going to leave that there. So you stay safe out there, Virgo, with all this transitions and possibilities, mysteries. Yeah, just be safe out there, Virgo. And you raise your vibration through the roof. So this is fantastic. And I feel like you really can, energies are trying to take you uphill, Virgo. So yeah, utilize that to your advantage. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.